Got to unload the car because we were about a little over an hour into our trip to Powercruise, and we had a bit of an issue where the truck tried to, let's see if I can see it very well, eat its own drive shaft. As you can see, that is no longer attached to the transmission. So obviously that's no good. Turns out there's a NAPA about 20 minutes from here that has the part we need. And hopefully we can get it quick enough, get the drive shaft out, get a new U-joint put in it. Hopefully it's not damaged too bad, otherwise we're headed home. Make it an early weekend, but we'll keep you posted. Not what I wanted you to do. Go ahead. Stay, go straight. Do not turn. You got plenty of room. Turn now. Okay, now pull forward. Or hang out there. So, these guys pretty much already told me it was cool that I lift this thing up and pull the drive shaft out and see if we can fix it right here in the old parking lot. Alright, so I got the drive shaft out. Holly went to the NAPA, which is somewhere over that way in the GTO. And I used the trailer here to get it apart. She's a little beat up, but I think we'll be able to at least get it back together, and we'll just have to feel it out on the highway whether or not our weekend is cut short or we go the rest of the way to Powercruise. So we'll see.
Not many.
Stand on this. Just hold it still. Yeah, that's not very good.
You want me to hold it?
No, no.
right in.
These ones weren't the ones I was worried about. That was really dumb.
Got it.
I don't know if this clip's gonna go in. It doesn't look like it's recessed at all.
Dude could have offered some help.
Yeah, what a bitch.
It said 24-hour roadside assistance on it.
It's just not recessing. That broke. Like, I think it'll get us home, but...
Clearly the shaft is messed up.
Well, it's just beat up, and this being aluminum, it's super soft around there, so the slot where the snap ring rides is all squeezed shut and stuff. So, like, I got it in there, but, I mean, it's beat up. Well, it is.
Thankfully, we bring a whole truckload of tools with us. Unfortunately, not all the correct tools, nor a spare drive shaft for the pickup. So at this point, I think we're looking at having to go home because it's not really going to be safe to drive with the clips not recessing in where they're supposed to go.
Well, and like one of my buddies says, well, why don't you just put it in four-wheel drive and drive on home? Well, therein lies a problem, because your rear tail shaft is always going to be spinning, and without this in there, it just pukes out fluid. That just sounds like a way more expensive problem to fix down the road. So I think, unfortunately, our Powercruise vacation here is going to be cut short, because right now we're an hour from home, and Powercruise another 200 miles that way in the opposite direction of our house, and our drive shaft leaves a little to be desired. In fact, I think I may even ask Holly, depending on how she feels, to drive the GTO home as opposed to hauling it on the trailer with this drive shaft hooked up to my truck. So we're going to make some decisions here, and then obviously we'll let you guys know.
We're gonna get a little musical while putting the drive shaft in.
Well, you know, when you're on the side of the road in some random fucking parking lot in mini Skoda, you do what you can. This one's coming apart too.
Anybody want to watch some traffic go by? It's a pretty busy highway.
Well, hey, look, here's a U-joint cap.
I feel like I got the good job today.
Honestly, you should have done this. I'd have probably had a better chance of it not coming apart again. Ow!
This is just Grandpa showing his age.
Yeah, she got a few miles on her. And you know what? It's sitting here telling me, hey buddy,
You need a drive shaft if you're going to try and make, 700 horsepower. I'm over here like, man, I just fixed the stupid fuel pump issue today. Hope I know where that drive shaft is at home. Right next to the garage, I think.
No, we picked it up.
Oh.
Bro, Grandpa needs some shocks.
Yeah, you think?
Look at that one up there. That's all blowed out and gross.
It still hauls trailers better than the Suburban, which has brand new shocks.
Air shocks, brand new air shocks. Like, we pump it up and it's still...
She's loose. Alright, well, hopefully we can go, 65 miles an hour and head home. But, like, looking at this, the cap's partially out of this one, too. Clearly, this centrifugal force, I don't know how well you can see that in the camera. Oh, don't mind that. But this snap ring is, like, pushed out a little and doesn't look like it's seated all the way in its hole.
Do you want to try hitting it with a hammer?
So we may just grab a socket and a hammer and try to smack that in and try to get that seated a little more. But that's basically what our problem was one of these snap rings came out and the cap literally just left the chat.
Bro, Grandpa's got weed.
Yeah, we don't worry about that. Hey.
Okay. I'd say it's the good stuff, but probably not, and I wouldn't even know.
You want to try some? I got some in the center console.
No, I'm good.
Just kidding, they're the legal edibles. And they're fucking nasty.
Yeah, no, they're terrible. Listen, whoever designed those things, I tried one for the first time in my life, 31 years old, and that was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten. It just stayed in your mouth. Didn't matter how much.
Tasted like an old cigarette.
It didn't matter how much fucking Mountain Dew or water I drank. It was just there. So, people do better. You want the hammer and socket?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright.
Give her a go.
Let's see if that'll... Oh, she's gonna stay. What are you doing?
Nothing. Ow!
That's a good throw.
And of course, I didn't think we were going to need a hammer, so I bought the smallest hammer I own, so this has been really awesome. This is doing exactly nothing. So,
Yeah. You just drive slow home.
this is how you get Instagram likes, Holly. You got to take this hammer and crouch near a tire or something.
Oh, yeah.
Show your butt.
I can do that. I can just hold...
I feel like this should be kind of hanging out up here somewhere.
You could just say tire change day and hold the hammer by the wheel.
16 millimeter. Really test who knows what they're talking about. Well, drive shaft's in. Well, that looks terrible.
Just don't look at that.
So, I guess we load the GTO up and we head home. Alright, I know you can't see me very well, but we made it. Kind of. The drive shaft, it's no bueno. I mean, we made it to our destination, which turns out ended up being our house. We made the call to not go the rest of the way to Powercruise because it was like another 200 miles and we were already 100 miles from home. And we had to drive like 65 mile an hour on the way home because I could just feel it vibrating under there. So I really need to do some work to that drive shaft or get a new one. Haven't determined yet. However, we decided when we got home that we would just set up a campsite. We've got about 9 acres out here. So we mowed up a little spot in the backyard. And Holly and I got, I know you can't see shit, but got the little pop-up camper set up. Got the grill going, she's heating up. Got the pop-up camper. We even had to bring the GTO out here because I was like, well, I mean, that was our intention anyway. But instead of sleeping in the truck like we were going to this weekend, we decided that we would just make our own little campsite. So that's what we're doing. Don't mind the June bugs flying around. They are dumb as hell and they're gigantic, but they're ultimately harmless. Anyhow, we're gonna make some burgers, maybe watch a movie, have a few laughs, and lick our wounds and live to fight another day.